I'm the bunch of skippers like Jamaican friends call me Capella, like my South Africans call me the Coco Master. A cowboy, so to you, killer Aibo, killer Inibo, killer Fetubo.
I went to see my late father around 7:30 am. And lo and behold, I met Chief Abiola, and Alhaji Asimi had waiting to see him in the living room. And when he saw me, he said, "Great man, where's your daddy?" A great man referring to me as a great man struck a chord in me. My late father felt Chief Abiola would make a great president because of his deep wisdom, expansive heart, and pan-Nigerian outlook. A sad reminder of his arrest in 1994 was a picture of him alighting from a Black Maria. Upon seeing this, I called my friend Ibrahim Abacha and requested to see him, and we met at the Southwest Ikoyi residence of Mr. Peter Igbinidion, the then managing director of FAN. I told Ibrahim to tell his dad to release MKO, as it was not fair for a man who was being denied his mandate to be so humiliated by being put in a Black Maria, to which our host, Peter, interjected by saying, "Who is this?" And he swiftly walked me to the door, holding it open, and walked me out of his residence. I later ran into Mr. Igbinidion at Asiwaju Bola Tinubu's residence in London in 2013, and he was begging for my number. How the tables have come. We witnessed a man who abandoned the worldly comforts of his wealth assured and was transformed in the fight for his mandate, believed in it, and died for it.
I'd like to just debate for a second. Dele Mobondi did mention I entered the mole because I wanted to go into politics. No, not at all. I did wake up someday and I said to myself, someday I'm going to die. That all this God-given wealth, of what use is it? So I said, when you die, your obituary will read how many children you have. They never say 10 houses, 50 cars. So I said, let me have a pause, let me feel the masses, what it is like, what they go through. So I boarded the bus in London, and when I read the comment, they said I should go and fight in Nigeria. So and I went to Songo to tell my security man, I boarded the bus, and what struck me was that God needs to intervene in this country. People have no reason to suffer, no reasons.